I have been sent a box. A box that potentially might worry, well, these guys. Because at the end of last year, I did a review on the Gen 2 0211 driver, which at the time retailed at £229. And at the time, I gave it a glowing review, mainly for one reason. There is no competition for this 0211 driver. £230 when it is released, £199 currently as of making this video, and not to mention, it's as fast as everything else. But it didn't have any competition until, well, now. I guess we probably should open up this thing. And whilst I dive into this box and open it up, regardless of how this video goes between PXG and this major brand, this is a good thing for golf equipment going forward. Oh my God, we've got loads of them. The Anesis 900 driver fairway hybrids, which we're gonna test at a later date with the main focus on this bad boy. And I have been sent all of these golf clubs by Anesis themselves. Thank you. However, even though this is cheaper than the mainstream drivers out on the market, such as your TaylorMade, Ping and Callaway, it does retail at $249. Not only that, I also have another driver, the PXG 0211, which is currently retailing brand new for $199. And before I even get into unwrapping the Anesis itself, around that price tag in the second-hand market, you could well get this for £199, this for around £199, wait 3 more months and this will be around £199. So you're starting to get the idea. However, some of you guys might be missing the bigger picture. We, as a consumer, are now getting high-performing drivers that are as fast as the bigger boys on the market, and they retail at that £250 price tag. And competition between these manufacturers and, let's say, some newer ones that might join around that £200 price tag is only going to mean better equipment for us at a relatively cheaper price tag. So let's take the wrapper off and find out that this goes as fast as everything else out on the market, as I've been saying for the last 5 years, meaning we are not buying faster ball speed. Club head speed to ball speed ratio has not changed, meaning we're buying the other bits that come with it. It's not often I hit a driver straight, to be honest. Which is why I want to put these head to head. What are you getting value for money, brand new? And let's not forget, in 2 years' time, when these are older, outdated, second hand, which one are you gonna pick up for under £100? One of the biggest reasons we buy brand new golf clubs is to have some advice. Have someone tell us that driver shaft and loft works for your golf swing. Sadly, to get that information, majority of the time, you then have to buy a £550 driver. Which is one of the reasons why I like the 0211 so much. Because at $199, not to mention it is an adjustable head, you can go and see a fitter which will change the head, change the loft, change the shaft, to make sure that it's as good as it can be for your particular swing. Sadly, with the Anesis 900, we don't have that option. Buy it in store or order it online. Not to mention, currently, this retails at $249. And yes, it does have adjustable weights at the bottom of the head, but you know my feelings when it comes to adjustable weighting. Does it really make that much difference for us amateurs golfers? And it doesn't have an adjustable hosel on the end, which personally I feel is a shame because they do put decent shafts in these golf clubs. I did a review last year on the old Anesis 500 driver, which had a UST shaft in it, which retailed for $100, $120 second hand. Not to mention the driver from Decathlon was around £150, meaning it was a no-brainer. Whatever equipment I recommend to you guys, not only has it got to be good value when you first initially buy it, but it's also got to be able to retain some of its value after you've used it. And again, adjustable hosels, I'm not overly excited about lofting it up, lofting it down. For the amateur golfer, how much difference does it actually make? However, the ability to take one shaft out, plug another one in, try it, test it, swap it over is a massive advantage, and the 0211 driver does give you that option. Not to mention the US T-Link shaft in here, looking at eBay prices, goes for around £100. And I know there's different models and makes, and this is the white version, not the red, the Tour Stiff, you name it. But it's one of the reasons I fell in love with the Anisis 500 is that it did have a very decent popular shaft, which a lot of people upgraded into their TaylorMade Callaway Ping drivers 4 years or so ago. And is a good testament to this driver right here that you have got a very good shaft in the bottom of it. However, if you were to take it apart and sell it, you're going to need a heat gun and a bit of glue. Oh, she is going. Oh, not bad. Now testing these side by side is unfair. I've got a 9-degree driver versus a 10-degree driver. Not to mention I've got an X-stiff shaft in this and only a stiff flex shaft in this driver. However, to get my point across, I don't really need to have them be comparable. And the reason I say that is because I feel both of these drivers are as good as each other. However, one has quite a bit of a clearer message than well the other. With the PXG 0211 driver, it's cheaper, maybe not got as many bells and whistles, even though even at my level, I have no idea what those bells and whistles are because it goes as fast as all the other gen drivers. It looks, I feel, as good as all the other PXG drivers. Not to mention, it sounds the same as all the other drivers. Plus you can get a fitting, plus you can get multiple head options. This could be for a scratch golfer all the way up to a 28 handicapper. Which leaves it quite a big market to tap into at $199, where the Anisis 900 is for handicappers, as they say themselves, for 15 and below, which already cuts out half the market that's looking for a relatively cheap driver. Not to mention the driver itself does sit on the ground relatively offset, which typically would suit a higher handicap golfer. Not to mention a 15 handicap or below will know a lot about their golf game, would have had potential lessons, read articles, read newspapers, know what brands they like, tested many different kinds of golf clubs. 15 and below is a good handicap that normally takes years to get down to. Therefore, having a small 440cc head, slightly offset, no adjustable loft, around $249 for the price tag, I do feel limits their target market somewhat. To be fair, still produces half decent numbers though. And again, it's one of the disadvantages of second-hand golf clubs. But when you put these side by side, the price that you can get this for potentially second-hand, well under £200, versus this, not to mention the head's going to be bigger, so it's going to be more forgiving. And let's be honest, you're not going to get any help from either of these options. Buy it, try it, hope it works. Buy it, try it, hope it works. That being said, this one on the right hand side, if you buy for £180, you'll still get £160 for it by the end of the year. So let's just get some club head speed, ball speed numbers from both drivers. Distance won't matter because obviously the shaft and the lofts are completely different, but just to prove they're as fast as each other. Now, without boring you guys with numbers too much, the Anisis I swung on average faster, but that's because it's got a stiff flex shaft, it's lighter. There's no wonder that I was going to swing it faster on average compared to the PXG. That being said, when we come to ball speed, my smash factor was better, mainly because I was able to follow through and not hook it left because it's got an X-stiff shaft in it with my overly strong grip. Spin rate was better with the PXG because it's 9 degrees and X-stiff. Yeah, let's be honest, when it comes to the total distance on average, there wasn't really that much between them. The reason that I love the 0211 so much in the past, not is because it's faster, not because it's better looking, not because it sounds better than anything else on the market, is because you can spend £199 and get some advice, get some help. Do I need reg flex? Do I need stiff? Do I need 12 degrees or do I need 9? This I feel can match in terms of ball speed and club head speed. With all the big name brands out on the market, sadly, you can't get the same kind of advice, which is the whole reason why I've made this channel. Guys, I hope you like this video, and if you do want to see the full PXG 0211 driver review video, it's up here on the right hand side. Catch you guys later.